Hello, you perfectly functioning, intelligent human beings. Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Such a powerful quote stated by one of the most reputable geniuses in history. Also, it just so happens to tie into the topic of this video. Intelligence in today's society is often easy to judge. This is because people mostly look to grades, test scores, and effort. Even so, for the past 3 years in high school, I have had countless people complain to me about how dumb they are. This happens especially in some of my tougher classes. Not only that, but more recently, in sports and even Major League Gaming, people have labeled players as not being academically smart. And to be honest, I genuinely believe that they are wrong, because when it comes down to it, people can't be judged by grades or SAT scores. The truth is that everybody is intelligent in their own ways, which has been scientifically proven throughout history. I think one of the biggest reasons for people beating themselves down is because they do not understand what exactly intelligence is. And sure, people may think that they're dumb solely based off of academic performance and behavior in the classroom environment. What has to be understood is how broad intelligence truly is. So what exactly is intelligence? Is it being able to do this? Is it your grade on Skyward? Not exactly. The truth is that it is so difficult to assess one's intelligence that tests had to be given to give an idea about how intellectually gifted somebody is. For example, Hank Green from Crash Course Psychology mentions the first intelligence test created in the 19th century. Simply put, their purpose was to obtain a score from a series of questions that would determine how intellectually gifted an individual was. But, as Green affirms, quote, "Reducing intelligence to a single numerical test score was and is problematic." Green couldn't have said it better. Using mere numbers generated from a test to assess intelligence does not illustrate the extent of their abilities. However, more recently, biologists and psychologists have boiled it down to one common definition. According to Anthony Trevavas from Edinburgh University, it is an aspect of behavior which is a response to the environment. In other words, it is the ability to apply skills and knowledge learned from experience to problem solve. So in theory, from what this definition states, the most intelligent individuals are those that have survived by adapting to the environment. But of course, we know that humans aren't like animals that do almost everything out of instinct. These adaptations can include things like emotion, spatial awareness, or athleticism, and obviously there's such a long list of aspects of intelligence I could list, but this brings me to my next point. There are many intelligences that an individual can fall under. Howard Gardner, a psychology professor from Harvard University, identified 9 intelligences, each having to do with a different part of the brain. According to his findings, the 9 intelligences are spatial, naturalist, musical, logical/mathematical, existential, intrapersonal, interpersonal, bodily kinesthetic, and linguistic. Ranging from athletic to communicative ability, these intelligences can give an idea of just how broad intelligence really is. As Gardner theorizes, everybody, including the peers that have complained to me that they are dumb, has some kind of ability that falls under these intelligences. In fact, Lim Kyron from lifehack.org put together an analysis that analyzed Gardner's theories. She concluded that people should be familiar with these intelligences and use them to assess their weaknesses and improve on them. This leads to one of the most controversial questions about intelligence. Is it hereditary and possible to improve? The answer is that yes, genes do play a role in intelligence development, and yes, it is impossible to improve intelligence. Crystal Dilworth from Discovery News on YouTube reports a study that conducted in Great Britain that analyzed the behaviors of pairs of twins. They discovered that certain aspects of behavior in each twin were somewhat hindered by inherited behavioral traits, such as introversion, extroversion, and attentiveness. According to Dilworth, the researchers of this experiment concluded that twins inherit different traits that affect their intelligence. This results in one being more talented on one thing than the other. Now, that is not to say one is better than the other. One could possess the talents while one could possess the drive or attitude. Simply speaking, genes provide a foundation for intelligence, but, as Dilworth remarks, it is up to the environment to develop it. As for improving intelligence, the New York Times reports a study conducted by the British Broadcasting Corporation and Cambridge University, in which test subjects were given the task to complete a pre-test and then playing brain gymnastics, which are games that exercise certain areas of the brain. After that, they were administered a mini IQ test. From what they found, old people and those who had a better attitude about the experiment improved their test scores. In support, the New York Times also gathered information from psychologist Carol Dweck, who emphasized that motivation is a major factor in improving intelligence. Yes, that was a lot of evidence proving that intelligence can be improved. But the main takeaway here is that, well, intelligence can be improved. I can think of a time where I felt really dumb back in junior high. I went on a fiery streak of bad test scores, procrastination, and lack of effort. However, with the motivation of my parents, teachers, and friends, I was able to bring myself back and gain confidence again. After that, I wanted to have a fiery streak of great test scores and more effort, although the procrastination never ended. Anyways, that is why I firmly believe that it is possible to improve intelligence, and that everybody is intelligent in their own ways, because I have experienced this change myself. So to those who have ever believed that they are dumb, you are talented individuals who have not realized their strengths yet. You are talented individuals who have not been driven enough. And most importantly, you are talented individuals who have the tools needed for success. Thank you for watching.